Record keeping. Record keeping is a very important tool. I recommend everybody keeps records of their exercises. You can do simple version or you can do a very complex version. The simple version is just write down a exercise and write down the weight that you used. On the other side of the spectrum, you can write down percentages, you can write down rest intervals, you can write down tempos. So a lot of detail yields greater results. So the more specific you can be, the better results and planning in the future that you can do. And also it's good to know or remember what your last weight was so that you can match it or progress or increase that in the future. So some examples here is just a barbell bench press. This workout is asking for 65% at 65% max for 5 reps, so that's one set, and then 75% for 5 reps is set number 2. Set 3 is 85 for 5, and each one has a 3-minute rest interval. Okay, so you can look through these and go through. Again, depending, usually strength coaches will use percentages because it is very specific. So this is just one example of how you can record keep. I'll show you some other examples. This is another form of record keeping. So this is exercise 3 sets. You're doing a set of 12 with your body weight. Okay, so these are just different ways. So this is a squat and shoulder press. So you're doing 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. You're having a 1-1-1 tempo, and this is the weight that you're using or the prescribed weight. So this is pretty easy, and you can write down notes. So there's a lot of things on the internet. This, you just write down your exercise, the date, so you can record keep. Sets, reps, load, or how much weight you're using. Tempo, what's your speed, how fast or slow are you going. RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. So 1 to 10 scale, 10 being really hard, 1 being very easy. So you could say, today's date, I did 3 sets of 10 at 100 pounds. I did a 1-0-1 tempo, and I felt like it was about 8 out of 10. It wasn't super hard, but it was challenging. So then the next time you do the same exercise, you can say, all right, I'm going to try to do this. Maybe I'll try to do a couple more reps or change the load. And again, just use this as a form of record keeping. Here's another one. This is kind of specific to reps, time, load, and angle, and then you can make notes. Again, kind of a warm-up phase, trunk and core phase, resistance. So they have overload 100 to 125% max. Strength phase is 85 to 100% max. Again, this is all intensity. Powers 40 to 60% of 1 rep max. And you have kind of hypertrophy or the muscle growth, which is 65 to 85% of your 1 rep max. Muscle endurance is 50 to 65% of your 1 rep max. So there's a bunch of forms and charts that kind of I'll show you in the other clip about percentages and using that to kind of set up programs down the road. So this has got conditioning, corrective exercises. So again, another way to record keep and keep notes. Here's CrossFit workout, time, reps, weight. So depending on what you're trying to keep, a lot of things you'll find online are blank, so you can write in, fill these in. There's a bunch of cool apps that you can use. One app that I use is called FitNotes, and you can basically record and it keeps your, latest PR. There's another app called FitMath. 1 Rep Max is a cool app. And then I personally use Garmin Connect and MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal I use for my nutrition and diet recording. So again, just some examples. There's lots of different ways. Again, really depends on how specific you want to be. So Take a look on the internet where you can download an app. Try to keep record of what you're doing and use that information to see if you're progressing, plateauing, or losing or decreasing in strength.